Welcome back everybody to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is episode 12 of Gotham, entitled What the Little Bird Told Him. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, episode 12 of Gotham. Now, Gotham is still doing this thing that's driving me up the wall, where it doesn't know what it wants to be when it comes to tone, and it's driving me crazy, people. It's driving me crazy. Last episode we introduced a great character in the electrocutioner. I think that's what, yeah, electrocutioner. We set him up to be a great character, and we end this episode in just such a weird and awkward type of way, to where it kind of throws out like everything they built up with this character in electrocutioner, and it just kind of unravels towards the end, and it's driving me crazy. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I want to talk about first some of the positive things that I liked about this episode. Now, the stuff that I really enjoyed about this episode was the whole Fish and Falcone and Liza and Penguin situation. Now, Fish is ready to make her move. She's built up Liza to really play on Falcone's emotions and like his weakness and stuff like that. So now she's ready to make her big move and stuff, and that's a good thing. And I'm like, okay, now she's making her move, and she ends up with the solution to not really kill Falcone, which I thought that's what the whole thing was going to be. Falcone, he's old, he has this situation, and she needs to take him out, kill him, so she can rise up in ranks to be like the new Dawn, and that was going to be cool. But then she found a different solution to, like, yo, I don't need to kill him, I just need him to get out of Gotham and never come back, and I'm going to use Liza to make that happen. And the way she explained it, I was like, oh, okay, I like that, because you still see that she has some kind of respect for Falcone, and that's that mutual respect that she's like, I don't really want to kill him, I just want him to get out the way, because if he's still here, somebody else is going to kill him. And I respect the fact that she respects Falcone, and she understands the importance of him and what he's done for her over the years, but she knows that he needs to step down, and he needs to get out before somebody else takes it out. So I like the fact that she respects Falcone. I thought that was a really great character moment, and I love how they use Liza in this whole situation, because Liza is torn by these two people. Falcone, who's respected her, who's took her in, who's shown her this compassion and love for Liza. But then you have Mooney, who's kind of built Liza up, who's given her this vote of confidence, and so she's kind of torn between the two and how to make the right situation. So I like that seesaw effect with Liza on these two sides of who should she choose and who should she go with. So that was very interesting to me in this episode, and like going into her downfall, because like I say, you have the fact that Penguin knows that Liza is working for Fish. He can't really prove it, but he knows the fact that Liza is working for Fish, but he just can't prove it. So when he goes to Falcone and tells him, like, yo, your girl who you love and you adore, she's working for Fish to take you out. At first he doesn't believe her, and that was really cool, because you see that how far gone and how weak he kind of is, and how clouded his judgment is, that he didn't even see it coming. And then once he started putting the pieces together, it really started to make more sense to him, and it just leads to Liza's downfall. And you can see that he really did care for Liza. She was just caught in a bad situation, and to prove a point, he had to kill her. The switch that he makes, and the reaction that Fish has, to where she can't do anything at the moment. She's powerless. She's covered with guns. Like, he's got his mans like sticking her up, and her people, and she has nothing to do, and you see her kind of crawl back into her little girl stage, and she's afraid, like, oh, I think I messed up and I think I effed up. And that was just a great moment for all these characters, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen with these characters now that, you know, Falcone knows what really went down. He knows that he knows that Fish was trying to take him out, and he used, or she used, his mother against him and stuff like that. What he's going to do with her, how she's going to get out that situation. What else is going to be interesting is the fact that, you know, that Maroni knows that Penguin is up to no good now. And he knows that, he kind of has a feeling that Penguin is kind of trying to double cross him. So what's really been surprising with the whole Maroni thing is that he's a smart dude, and he turns on a dime, and he's not as gullible and not as he's not as like clouded in his judgment as Falcone is, and he will kill Penguin if he finds out the truth. So I'm really excited to see what Maroni is going to be put in this situation. So other than that, that was the stuff I enjoyed in this episode. The stuff I didn't really understand was, like I said, the electrocutioner, and how he was such a great character to build up. And throughout the episode, I was watching it with a friend of mine. I was like, yo, I'm really liking this character. I'm really liking this character. He's really good. And to have them defeat him in the way that they defeated him, it was just stupid. And like some of these one-liners that Jim throws out, and some of these one-liners that, you know, Bullock throws out, they're just stupid. And they're trying to go for this comedy gold, this comedy routine, and it's just not hitting right, and it's driving me crazy. It was a part in the line, like, no joke, where Bullock's like, he's dead, fried like a pancake, or fried like a donut. I was like, is he looking at, he's basically just looking at the camera saying, I'm telling you a joke, hope it sticks. And I'm like, what is going on? Did he really just say he's fried like a donut? And I'm like, no, this is how it went. He's fried like a donut. And I'm like, what is going on? And, you know, Gordon's acting, it's like sometimes he's good, but sometimes he just goes over and beyond, and it's so awkward, and it's like he's acting too hard, and it throws me out of certain scenes. And I just want him to dial it back a little bit, and, you know, just be subtle with some of the stuff that he talks about, and the way he delivers some of his lines. Because like I said, I like Ben. I think his name's Ben McKenzie. I liked him on OZ. I thought he had his acting was fantastic, and he didn't like overdo it. I feel like he's overdoing Gordon for me, and I don't need that. Don't overdo it. Just kind of pull it back a little bit, because sometimes he does it good, but sometimes he does it terrible. And it was just one of these episodes where it just threw me off, and I really want to like him, and I really like him, and that's the point. That's what's driving me crazy. It's just sometimes he just really overreacts in certain things. But like I said, overall, just certain things in this episode I did not like. But the whole Fish and Maroni stuff was really good. Why they had Barbara in this episode was beyond me. They just threw that in there for no apparent reason. She's another character that I just do not get. I just don't understand. I do love the fact that we got a little bit of Zaz, and he trying to give, you know, Maroni like a little pep talk. That was really good, and I'm really enjoying his character. But you know, just tighten it up a little bit, Gotham. Like, there's certain things that you do right, but when it comes to comedy, you're not doing it right. And stick to being more dark and brooding. I like that. I don't know. It's Gotham. You know, stick to what's good about the whole universe of Batman, and don't. With the comedy, you gotta throw it back. So what you guys think about these episodes? I'm ranting a little bit too much. Please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Hey, I have a new co-host, people. Her name is Claude, and I want you guys to be introduced to her. So here's a little video about her, and we're gonna probably be doing a live show with her, so you can get to know her a lot more pretty soon. So without further introductions, this is Claude.
Hey, my name's Claude, and I will be doing some reviews with the Circle 24/7, and I'm pretty excited about it. I became a fan since I was a wee lad. I started actually with the Batman animated series and the X-Men animated series, and then from there on it just spurred to little things here and there. Definitely more of a DC fan than Marvel. For Marvel, I tend to stick with X-Men and Spider-Man. And for DC, my top three would definitely be Batman, Flash, and the Lantern Corps. I'm going to be doing Arrow reviews of him, and Green Arrow is definitely in my top five. But yeah, so I'm excited to start, and hopefully we get ideas and theories and all that good stuff with everybody else, and that will be fun. Yay!